What's up, guys? It's Daniel here from Daniel Texan today. It's my Premier League predictions for the season 2020 to 2021. As you can see, I'm wearing this Chelsea 14-15 champion shirt. Can Chelsea be Kings of England again? Let's see in my predictions. So in 20th place, I'm going with Fulham. They've just came back up from the Championship. I think they're going to get 20th. They just went up through the playoffs. They haven't signed anyone. They still got Alexander Mitrovic for now, and he's probably gonna score them goals. You never know. He could score 10 goals this season, but they might go down. He could score 5 goals. You never know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna put Fulham in 20th place. So in 19th place, I'm going with West Brom. They just came back up. They got in the automatic promotions for the from the Championship. They just missed out on the title, I think, by a few points. So I think West Brom are going to get 19th. I haven't seen they've made any signings yet. I know they're close to getting Callum Robinson from Sheffield United. I've seen they're close to getting, I think he's having a medical or something. And I've seen he's close to going there. But I do think West Brom will go straight back down. So the team taking up the last relegation place, I am going to put West Ham. Might be a torrid season for West Ham. I don't think they've bought in anyone. I think they might have bought permanently Soucek on loan after he scored that goal against Chelsea in the offside one. I think he had a few good performances till in the last parts of the season. But I do think West Ham are going to struggle. I'm going to say they're going down to the Championship in 18th. So, just missing out on relegation, I'm going to put Crystal Palace. I think they will struggle this year, but I don't think they'll go down. I think they'll only just stay up by about 2 to 3 points, and it will send West Ham, West Brom and Fulham down to the Championship. Wilfried Zaha could leave Palace, and then if they leave, I remember doing my predictions last year, and I think I put Palace in 17th. Now I put them in 16th, and I did think that that's where the position they'll be if Wilfried Zaha left the club. So I think they'll just stay up due to the relegation of West Ham, West Brom and Fulham. So let's get on to who I have in 16th place. So in 16th, I am putting Southampton. I might be underestimating Southampton. They had a good, strong end to the season after it looked like they could go down after the 9-0 defeat to Leicester. And it looked like Hasenhüttl could have got sacked, but he turned it round. I think they got about, I think they might have been like 13th, 14th, something like that. But I do think they'll get 16th this year. So let's get on to who I have in 15th place. So in 15th place, I'm going with Aston Villa. They have brought in, they might look like they're going to bring in Ollie Watkins, and they've already brought in Matty Cash from Nottingham Forest. Be a good signing for them. I don't know if they're going to pick Cash or Gilbert, but I do think Villa will get 15th place. It'll be an improvement on last year after the failure of Wesley, Samatta, a few players like that. So let's get on to who I have in 14th place. So in 14th, I'm going to have Brighton. This might shock you, but the signings they brought in Joel Veltman, they brought in Adam Lallana, a few decent signings, so I think they will get 14th. They would stay up just easily, like they made it tough last year near the end of the season, but they managed to stay up. So I think Brighton will get 14th place. So in 13th, I'm going to have Newcastle. They brought in Callum Wilson and they signed Ryan Fraser on a free, which looks like could be 2 brilliant signings for them. So I think they're going to get 13th. Good signings by them. It was announced, I think it was yesterday, Callum Wilson for 20 million and Ryan Fraser on a free after he let his Bournemouth contract run down. So let's get on to who I have in 12th place. So in 12th place, I'm going to have Leeds. Leeds back in the Premier League. They brought in Rodrigo. They've brought in a few other players, so it could strengthen Bielsa's system. Hopefully, Leeds do well. They're too big for the Championship, in my opinion, so I do think they're going to get 12th place. Be a good start for them back in the Premier League. So let's get on to who I have in 11th place. So in 11th, I'm going to have Burnley. Their system works really well in the Premier League under Sean Dyche. I do think they'll stay up for another season, and they'll think they'll get 11th, not as high as they did last year. I think they got 9th or 10th last year. So I'm going to say Burnley are going to get 11th. In 10th, bang in the middle of the league, they're going to have Sheffield United. I had a shocker with them last year. I said they'll get rock bottom of the league, but I think they got about 9th or 10th, but I'm not sure. I'm going to say they're getting 10th this year, but I don't think they'll do as well. They bought in Ethan Ampadu on loan yesterday, which is a good sign for them. I think he'll work well in their system. So I'm going to say Sheffield United are going to get 10th. So in 9th place, I'm going to have Everton. They bought in a few players. They bought in Allen, James Rodriguez yet to be confirmed by Everton. That would be a good signing for them. I think I would have put them a bit higher if I knew the announcement of James Rodriguez was going to be out. So I'm going to say Everton in 9th. They bought in Allen, which is a good sign. I think they're going to bring in James, and they might bring Abdoulaye Doucouré in from Watford. So let's get on to who I have in 8th place. In 8th, I'm going with Wolves. I think they'll finish in 8th. I think they finished 7th in the end last year. They just missed out on Europa League. I think they're going to go down a place, and I think they're going to get 8th. So let's get on to who I have in 7th place. So in 7th, I'm going to have Leicester City. They have lost Ben Chilwell, but it looks like they could be bringing Nicolas Tagliafico. They signed Timothy Castagne over the weekend, which would be a good signing in their defence. I think Leicester will go down 2 places, and I think they'll get 7th if they try and focus on the Europa League as well as the Premier League. So I think they'll get 7th. So yes, in 6th place, I'm going to have Tottenham Hotspur. Don't think they're going to do as well this year. I think Mourinho could get the sack by January, February time. So I think Mourinho and Spurs will get 6th place. They have brought in Pierre-Emerick Højbjerg, and they brought in Matt Doherty as well. It looks like Sergio could be on the way out, and a few other players could be on the way out. So let's get on to who I have in 5th place. So just missing out on the top 4, I'm going to have Arsenal. They did bring in Willian. That's a good player for them. Sad to see him leave Chelsea, to be honest. I think they'll get 5th. They brought in Gabriel. Don't know. He's not proven in the Premier League yet. Brought in Willian, which is good. It looks like they've been linked with Partey and Aouar, which should be good signings for them. I do think they're just going to miss out on Champions League football. So now it's top 4 time. I'm going to say Manchester United are just going to scrape into that Champions League place. Bruno Fernandes has been a good player. Maybe he's just a penalty merchant, but he's been doing well at United. They brought in Donny van de Beek, which is a very, very good signing in my opinion, but he's not proven in the Prem. So I do think Manchester United will just scrape into that Champions League place. So in 3rd, I'm having my team, Chelsea. I don't think we're going to win the league. I think a lot of people think we are. But I do think Chelsea will get 3rd place. It's going to be close between Man City, Liverpool and Chelsea. But I do expect us to get 3rd. We don't know how long it's going to take to Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Hakim Ziyech and Thiago Silva all to adapt to the Premier League. And Ben Chilwell has already proven in the Premier League. Looks like Edouard Mendy could be on the way in. I think it's like £20 million, which is bargain in my opinion. Spending like 70 plus million on Kepa. But this guy's 6'6". He looked like he could be an amazing goalkeeper. He came from Rennes. He's at Rennes. That's where Petr Cech came from to join Chelsea. So maybe he could be like Cech. But Petr Cech likes the state of him. So I think Chelsea will get 3rd place. I hope I'm wrong. Maybe 1st, but probably not. So who do I think just missing out on the title? I'm going to say Liverpool. I mean, they haven't brought in anyone. They've spent most of their money, sometimes all their income money, on their training ground, like improving their facilities, which is good, but they haven't improved on buying players. Like, they've been linked with Thiago a lot this transfer window, but I do think they're just going to miss out on the Premier League title. Let's get on to my 1st place. So in 1st place, it's going to be Manchester City. That's the only team I haven't said yet. So I think Manchester City will get 1st place. They bought in Ferran Torres. They bought in Nathan Ake. Brilliant signings. So I do think Man City will win the league. So thanks to everyone watching this video. Go like, subscribe down below. Subscribe to me. Follow my Instagram in the description. Like, subscribe. See you when my Chelsea predicted lineups return on Sunday. See you then. Bye.